Hell fools. What's up, everybody? We're back with another round of Brews and Views.
Yeah.
What's good?
Episode 37.
Yeah.
Um, nobody wears that. Well, Steven Strasburg.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Meta World
He
Peace.
wore it for the Lakers, I think.
Yeah.
And Derek Fisher wore it for OKC.
Right.
Yeah, but nobody wears that number. You know, Coach, can you hand me that 37?
Yeah.
Nobody says that.
Nope.
No.
That just gets thrown right in. Here's a jersey.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
It's just an ugly number.
It is.
I don't even remember that age.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Nope.
Yeah. Not that long ago.
It wasn't.
Nah.
But oh well. So, well, I only got one beer this week. Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA. They bill it as the most balanced IPA on the market.
Mm.
I don't know if that's true, but it is good. 6% ABV. Now they got the 90,
The 90. Yeah.
which is 9%, which is pretty good, and the 120, which is anywhere from 15 to 21%.
Right.
Some places I remember going when that shit first came out, they would only give you one.
That.
Because, I mean, listen, you drink 2 or 3 of those,
Mhm.
Yeah.
somebody better call your ass Uber.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's pretty good. But this is it actually, I don't know if it's the most balanced, but it's delicious. I like it.
Did you say the ABV on?
6.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a little lighter one.
Gotcha.
I guess 60 minutes. I guess they make it in 60 minutes.
That's fast.
That's pretty fast. I don't know.
If I could make a beer in 60 minutes, I'd be drunk in 70 minutes.
Shit.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if that's possible,
Yeah.
like for the regular person, I'd need to line up liver donors.
Yeah.
Just put me on a list, Doc. We'll find one. Matter of fact, make it 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna destroy that one too.
Right.
So, but yeah.
That's crazy. I have an Elliot Ness. Yeah, let me turn that to the camera. Elliot Ness Amber Lager.
Elliot Ness, he caught Al Capone.
Yes. And it's from Great Lakes Brewing Company, which is in Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's off air joke. But anyway, it is 6.1. It's got a darker color to it. Pretty smooth
It's
though.
almost reddish.
Yeah. Pretty smooth though. Goes down smooth.
What is that? You said amber?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
an
that's
amber
why.
ale.
That's why it's red.
Yeah.
Why it's called Elliot Ness?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it untouchable?
Maybe. Maybe the
Bring-
feds
bring
are watching.
attention. Get people talking.
Maybe the feds are watching. Maybe there's a camera in the bottle.
Maybe Kevin Costner made it. Maybe.
True. We got
I
it.
mean, it was Elliot Ness. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are the feds listening
My
to us?
antenna on the truck idea was stupid.
They might be listening to us in the bottle.
No, they're
They might be.
not. Well, they're always listening.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in the bottle, but it's somewhere in his house.
It is the bottle. It's a smart motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Hey, don't put a bass in. What you got there, Cliff?
I'm back with the Bells, Two Hearted Ale. Comstock, Michigan, I believe. Damn shame I know this by heart. 7% ABV.
you need to try to get yourself a commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
Be the next most interesting man in the world.
And Bells, if you want to send us some,
Yes.
and
Drink it.
we'll drink it and
We'll
give you
drink
a
it.
shout out. We're doing it anyway. If you want to send it to us, if you're out there, you know, all you gotta do is inbox us. I'll hit you the address.
Mm-hmm. Cliff will push your product.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And any other breweries. We will drink your beer on air. Now, we're gonna give an honest reaction to it. So.
Yeah, I will spit that shit out on camera. if it ain't right,
So if you don't stand by your product, I wouldn't send it to us.
give it the old was it Bud Light did the bitter beer face?
Yeah.
The old bitter beer face.
But if you got an excellent beer that you want us to try, send it to us.
Yeah, as well. I mean, our trash beer list is still fairly small.
Yeah. There's only a few that I really didn't
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
What was that? That porch rocker.
Porch rocker, yeah.
Yeah, Sam Adams. Don't make that no more.
yeah. Yeah. Man.
Make everything else Sam
Don't.
Adams,
Yeah.
but don't make
Don't
that
make
porch
it.
rocker no more.
Don't make it. Just stop. I
Oh,
think that was a bad batch. But anyways,
You know, it could happen. Or
there's,
just
there's no way they made a beer that tastes like that. I'm just saying.
I mean, I would hope so, but that shit was so bad. I don't even want to give another batch a try.
somebody might like it, man. I mean, some people like cauliflower. It's weird. I don't understand it, but people like that shit. So somebody might like that porch rocker. It's
They might.
I don't know when they started making it, but it's selling,
Yeah.
and so
Weird.
I'd like to see the books on that one.
that's write a strongly worded email to Sam Adams
Yeah.
and see what's going on with that.
Pretty much.
So we had it's a commercial right now, but it's game one of Celtics Nets in the background.
Yeah.
I just bring it up because Kyrie last week, who's one of my least favorite people in the NBA, it just is.
Right.
Um, it was a post game conference. You know, the big stars got to do the post game interview, and he says, well, there's so much going on, in so many words, so much going on in the world. My head, I'm not really focused on these questions, so I'm not going to answer these things. It's more than just Israel bombing Palestine, and my brothers in bondage all over the world. Which Kyrie, I get,
Yeah.
but can you do anything about it?
He probably can have some effect. I mean.
So that's what I'm getting. If he can,
Mhm.
then focus on that shit.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna still ball, focus on your job too. You got to be able to compartmentalize this shit. And you just played the game, so was your brain all right during the game?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if his brain is ever really alright.
Good point there.
Yeah. It should just rub me wrong. Like I get everything you feel and do, but if you're gonna do something about it, then take your money and do something about it. If not, also do your job. I mean, part of your job is answering questions.
Yeah, he just doesn't like that part. That's all.
I know, and it seems like he was trying to.
Parts of my job I don't like. Still got to do
Still
it.
gotta do them. It's
That's
like
true.
me saying, call.
Nobody likes all of their jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like me calling my boss. Boss, I know I got two appointments left, but Israel bombing the shit out of the Gaza Strip right now. I feel some way about it. I can't continue.
Well, you won't have to after that day.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
There's always a choice.
You know what I'm saying? So it should just rub me the wrong way by it. And he might be my least favorite person in the NBA.
Gotcha.
He's up there. On
He's
that
up
list.
there. Yeah.
Along with half the Nets roster. Another story.
That's so crazy.
Let's see. What else did I see? Oh, did you know that pregnant people are not always women?
All right, don't start with the shit.
You get me started on this, and we will not stop.
Don't start the shit.
I'm just
Did
letting
you
you
know
know.
that?
Moving on. Don't start the shit. I'm not even going.
Just a
there.
little bit, because then
No, he's right. Male seahorses give birth. So he's right.
Yes.
I'm talking about people.
No. Male
No, you're
people
not.
do not give
No, they
birth.
don't.
Don't even.
No. They don't. It's not possible.
So they're starting this thing. It's a bunch of
It's not possible. A male can't give birth.
see.
It's possible.
Here's
It's improbable.
It's not possible.
See what they mean by that is when they say not all pregnant people are women. It means that some of them are non-binary or
All right. See,
whatever.
we done went down this road.
Yeah, but
Listen.
I thought you
I'm still going there.
thought you were for something.
Either way.
No, because there's some people in Congress. They're talking about birthing people instead of calling them women.
Listen. Biologically,
Mhm.
you're either man, woman, or hermaphrodite. There is no other three biologically. Now we can argue some other things, and I'm not going to get into that, but we can argue some other things.
There's no argument.
But biologically, you either man, woman, or hermaphrodite.
Birthing people.
Only for women. At me all you want.
The only males that can give birth to seahorses.
Thank
Exactly.
you. That's it.
That's it.
I mean, not according to what's going on out there now.
Do I need to say it again?
Who's saying this?
Well, there's a few people in Congress saying this shit.
Do I need to say it again? Male,
Hmm?
female,
Mhm.
hermaphrodite. That's it.
I'm gonna say something to get us kicked off the air.
Moving on. Moving on. Let's go.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's no.
I mean, something to discuss.
I was just reading, I was just going, found an article, and I seen some. I was flipping through the channels. I seen some shit saying birthing people. I'm like, what the fuck is a birthing person?
A female. But anyway, let's go.
All right, moving on.
At least a pubescent female.
That's a birthing person.
So the AP, Associated Press,
Mm-hmm.
says it will, in their writings, that's what they do. They write articles and shit. It's
Mhm.
going to capitalize black, referring to people, but they're not going to capitalize white.
What the fuck does it matter?
I swear, some of this shit
No,
I be coming across, man. Just be,
I got you, but what the fuck does it matter?
That's just one more thing to confuse kids in English class.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
Yeah, what the fuck does that matter?
well, this is going to bring us into our first topic, and it's just
I like it, but I like it, but I think it's going too far.
well, so it's like what I'm seeing nowadays. It's overcorrecting. Like, say, like when you're driving your car, maybe you hit a ice patch, or not an ice patch, but you started to skid and stuff like
Right.
that. You correct it, but if you overcorrect it, you're just in the same boat as you was when it started happening.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a lot of that nowadays, and it's really bugging me.
Right.
Sorry. Sorry.
What's that?
It's bugging me too, but
It's crazy.
That's
who
weird.
cares?
So I guess right now it's it's black is in. Everything's got to be
Black is in?
black.
So people can feel like they're doing something when they're really doing nothing.
Yeah. So like the first article that y'all showed me, well not the first one, but that tweet from some Asian guy in the you pull it up
Yeah, I got
in
you.
the NFL.
Yeah.
He's going for a coaching job.
Yep.
And they told him that he was the wrong minority.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
Allegedly?
what the fuck?
Eugene Chung, he used to play in the NFL and he's
Oh.
an assistant coach now.
Uh-huh.
He's Korean.
Korean, okay.
And he says he was interviewing for a coaching job this off season and they told him he's not the right minority. Whatever the hell that means.
That means, like I said, black is in right now. Matter of fact, first of all, there's nothing more minority in the NFL than the Asian.
True.
But they got problems in the real world in America right now, so it's not good timing on
like
this
what? So we had this big thing years ago where it said black guys weren't getting enough coaching opportunities, or not even interviews, not even coaching opportunities, but not getting enough interviews. So I guess they're trying to correct that. But now they're going a little too far.
Yeah.
And overcorrecting, and not just saying that this Korean man can't get a job or can't get that job because he's not the right minority.
Apparently. Which is fucked up.
Oh, it's all about blacks and women. That's who's getting the jobs now. You keep seeing more women in the NFL now,
Yes.
and the blacks.
Well, nobody's more marginalized than a woman, and if you're a
That's
black
what they're
woman,
that's what they're
holy
focused
Yeah,
shit.
if you're a black woman, it's
Yeah. So,
but listen,
Where are we getting to?
we need more minority, and I know the topic we're getting into, but we need more minority coaches. But to say that you're not the right minority, I mean, what kind of bullshit is that? All minorities, need more representation. Representation matters.
He's not in right now, man. Unless you're getting beat up, because apparently that's the big thing with Asians is they're getting fucked up on the streets, and that's all they care about with Asians.
And that's fucked up. That's where I'm going. All that's fucked up.
it is.
It's ridiculous.
And so we've got I don't know who's listening to us, but we've got a school in Richmond, Virginia,
Hmm.
on the south side, called Thomas Dale High School,
Right?
and
Chester, isn't it?
Yes.
it's in
It's
Chester. And apparently, they are starting a group, which I'm not quite sure what the group is supposed to do just yet, but it will offer racial affinity groups, as what the article says, to maintain an anti-racist school. Sorry, I can't read. It goes on to say that this particular group will be for white people. It describes an affinity group as a group
Sorry.
who has a common interest or goal.
I bet they do.
Now,
Hold on.
So hold on.
Mhm.
Before you finish,
Mhm.
you're gonna have an anti-racist group that's for white people.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Does anybody else see the irony in that?
well, see, I saw the interview, and she said they're starting with white people, but they're going to
Okay.
do it for the other races too.
Everything does.
Okay.
Yeah, good point there, Cliff. So Sonia Smith, who is the president of the Chesterfield Education Association, who is a
Right.
black woman, says it's important to have conversations about race in safe places. See, I,
Go ahead. I'm listening.
this is why, like, I get some liberal causes, but I will never, ever side with that side as a whole. I never side with any side, but they do this shit with safe places and all that stuff. First of all, if there's no gun pointed at your head, it's a safe fucking place to talk.
Well, I'm. I don't know. I'm kind of the opinion that if you're going to discuss race and race relations, like as a group, yes, us in here we're discussing this podcast, but if you're going to discuss it as a school, you kind of need to have some
Race.
different races representing
Yeah,
in the discussion.
You need an open forum,
Right.
not closed groups. That's what we're trying to get away from.
Yeah.
Now, maybe they're looking at it as, now granted, some people can get hostile
Yeah. Some people can.
in these type of discussions. So maybe they're starting with that, because I don't know the whole gist of it.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're starting with that and gonna bring them together eventually to talk about everything and talk about. You know, you have these group sessions. All right, y'all group over there, y'all talk about this, and then we'll come together and meet. Maybe they're doing that.
It's just funny.
Well, even if they're doing it, what's changing?
Well, I don't know.
We're having a discussion on race, but no other races are allowed.
There's a word for that.
Segregation.
Congress.
The U.S. The U.S. Senate.
They all fit.
I just, I don't like this road we're going down, man. And it's not gonna get better.
No. I-
It's not gonna get better.
To me, it not in our lifetime. It'll get better as it gets as, and I hate to say it this way, as older people, white and black, die off.
Hmm. Well, just the ones in power, the decision makers, that they die off.
Well, that too. But what I'm saying is,
No, it's also just regular population of older white and black people who just generally don't like or trust each other.
well, it's because of the world that they grew up in.
Hmm.
If you were a baby boomer, you grew up, the world was different.
True.
But if you're like their age, they see race differently.
Well, they're accepting of everything.
Right.
Hmm.
Now, there's some good in that. There's some
yeah,
bad.
some bad. That's right.
But there's some good in that. Whereas, during that baby boomer generation, and even some when we were younger, we wasn't really accepting of everybody.
Rightfully so.
Well, to an extent. Clearly, I know where you're going, but their generation is more inclusive.
Hmm.
Now, is there some bad in that? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But as far as race relations go, it's a little. It'll be better for them.
Well, yes, and race, because I mean, the world is starting to tan
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But race relations will be, but there's still going to be other shit going on because now we're adding, you know, alphabets and all sorts of crazy shit to to
Because
the list of problems in the world.
white people will be the minority by 2040. That's what they are projecting, U.S. currently, population wise.
They've had enough power for too long.
They will by 2040. They will be the minority.
Let somebody else have a chance.
So would I be in my 60s at that point?
2040. Shit, there's no telling.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be in my 60s. But yeah,
2040. Oh, it's 20. Yeah, 20 years from now. God
yeah.
damn it. I forgot what year it was. Like you in your 60s. What?
We'll see. There'll be another virus out by then.
See, I know where you're going. Population control. But anyways.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
So yeah.
You know, so, um, I think things could be a tad bit, not a lot better, but a little bit better if we stop paying attention to the media because they do throw fuel on fires or they make fires where there's not to keep us divided. Absolutely do.
Yes, they do. But
And hold on, I'm not done.
okay, go ahead.
Because if you keep people divided, there's no reason for them. Like if we were all working and loving one another and working together, there'd be no reason for these D's and R's in Washington at all, except for to keep bombs from dropping on us.
Well, that was part of where I was going. I wasn't necessarily going with the media, but
But no,
I was
the
saying
media is an
media is
extension.
part of
They're
it.
the extension of the government.
Some of it.
I say there's no need for the media with social media around.
That's part of it
Well,
too. But
social media is showing me, from what I'm seeing on social media, it's showing me more. It's showing me something different than what corporate media is showing me.
Yeah, social media is showing you the real.
It's showing you the
Yeah.
real. Corporate media shows you the extremes,
Yeah.
Hmm.
which is not indicative
Right.
of the world that we live in at all. It's not even close. Like I was going, we went camping last week, and you go out there, you don't know these people's political affiliations or something, but it doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
They're waving, they're talking. You know why? Because it's common ground.
Yep.
Hmm.
And that's with anything. If you can find common ground with a person, which you can, it's not hard. It's family, work, sports. You can find a common ground with anybody. If you're learning about somebody, trying to get to know somebody, and your common ground is politics, find something else, because we don't need no more of that bullshit.
Well, to an extent of what I was saying was, it's almost why I say we need term limits in government because part of staying in power is getting reelected. So keeping people divided so that you can be reelected is what it is. So
It's devilish, is what it is.
yeah, well,
It's not even. It's That's the only way I can describe it. It's fucking devilish.
I say, you know, if you're a politician, you know, the goal of your goal is to get reelected in 4 years or 2 years or whatever it is.
Mhm.
So
So at some point in your career, you will be corrupt.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yes,
yeah,
it
There's
does.
no other truer than that
yeah.
that word right there. And what I was saying about the media, because the media is extension of them. Their job is to get clicks
Hmm.
And to push their narrative.
and to push a narrative. It's not to inform. It's hard on TV, and it's actually hard in the papers now too to find an actual journalist who just wants to find the truth, no matter where the truth leads you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're on the street. They're the ones taking the social media, putting it out there because
Yes.
they're getting fired.
And they're trying to, and people are trying to like ban them and cancel them on social media.
Uh-huh.
But the actual what I call corporate media, which is your Foxes, your MSNBCs, your CNNs, your Washington Post, your New York Times, all that shit, all that, all they do is try to drive their point, their narrative, which is their narrative is whoever puts more money in their pocket or
Keeps them in power.
keeps them in power. And you're not getting an actual representation of America from them whatsoever. It's not even remotely close to what you see on social media. Social media is showing me a whole, it's got its shit with it. Now I do.
I was about to say.
It's got a whole lot of shit with it.
I was gonna say, corporate media, social media, any of that shit. You have to weed through the bullshit because social media has a bunch.
But I'm not
of
talking about the
bullshit.
news aspect. I'm talking about the togetherness aspect of it, of what social media is showing me. I see, especially on Instagram, TikTok, all that bullshit, it's whites and blacks together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the news aspect of it or the opinion aspect. There's no opinions about anything in what I'm talking about. I'm
Well,
just
even when they're showing news, they're not showing you just one part. It's just somebody with a phone that's recording the whole damn thing.
yeah.
You know, you can draw your own conclusion,
But
but they're giving it to you, so you got the raw fact.
Well, it's that, and it's also the families I'm seeing. I'm just seeing mixed families. I'm seeing friends, white guys sitting around black guys. Just that's what I'm seeing. But the media on TV, they do not show that shit. All they show is this extreme left and right crazy folk. That's all they show. And it's designed because now if you're an idiot and this is what you watch all day, you're thinking, oh, this is what the fuck America is.
They don't show the extremes. They don't get the clicks.
They don't get the
Right.
clicks. It's not about informing. Journalism is supposed to be about giving you the news and wherever it leads to. It doesn't matter where it goes. If it hurts your party, so be it. It's the fucking truth. And that's the problem with what I'm seeing today. This is why black and white people could be better than we are right now.
I get that.
You know what I'm
To
saying?
an extent, I think there's some other issues in it too.
There's a whole lot of other issues, but then
But I get that too.
I think that clears up a lot of them. There will still be
we're
some,
always gonna have
but that
issues,
clears up a lot.
but that clears up a lot.
Well,
And now you got you got groups that are leading charges for social justice and all this stuff that have other hidden agendas in them, which we need to be worried about.
I mean, yeah. Anytime you get groups together that are doing it, you gotta always, as they say, follow the money. What I'm saying is, there is like, and I will go back to yeah, I go back to generational. Okay, my grandfather's generation, they were taught don't speak up, you can't say shit.
Mhm.
Okay, we were taught you got to get in the system and work it from the inside out. You got to work it in the system. Their generation, which is leading most of these charges,
Nuke that shit.
are burn the bitch down, and that's where I'm saying some of it is you see more of that because they are more extreme.
They are, but that's all they're showing. That's that's all they're showing. Is what I'm saying. It's more than that. There's people doing more shit than just say burn it down. They're actually coming together, but all they're showing is these crazy, freaking super right white guys and these crazy super left young people, and that's all they're showing. And and because people are watching that and bringing it in, they're thinking that's what America is.
No, I get what you're saying.
And it doesn't have to be that way, but it doesn't have to be that way if you don't pay attention to that bullshit.
But like what I'm saying is, yesterday I'm watching the news. Now, if you watching CNN or Fox, they telling the story one way. I'm watching a local news station, and they just told the story. They didn't tell it the way CNN told it. They didn't tell it the way Fox told it. And there is the coming together aspect of it, but the extremists was what started it, if that makes sense, of what I was looking at. The extremists is what started it. Now, the coming together was after.
Maybe so. Doesn't matter how it happens. And yes,
But
extremists
see,
on
that's
both
what,
sides start shit too.
that's what I was getting
But what
ready
I'm
to say.
saying is
But that's where
they
I'm
don't put
going.
enough of that out. Is what I'm saying.
And I can feel you on that.
At
What I'm
all. It's not even close. They don't even touch it.
well, what I'm saying is the extremists start the shit for the most part.
Yeah.
The coming together is afterwards. But if you're CNN, you tell the part of the right wing extremist start.
Yes.
If you're Fox, you tell the left wing extremist starting.
And it's lies.
Well, it's truth in there.
It's truth in there, but it's not. It's
Yes, they do lie. Yes, but we're
on
the same page
purpose.
with that. Yeah,
Like it's.
yeah.
And if you lie on purpose, you are the devil.
Okay, but
It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about some red tail horn guy.
what I'm saying
It's
is
the devil
the
lying.
I got that, and I
Thou
agree
shalt
with
not
you.
lie.
I agree with you.
Whether it's bent truth or anything, and both sides do it
Yes,
all the fucking time, all day, every day. It's fucking lying. And once if we don't stop listening to that shit, it's never gonna come together. They'll find something else to divide. That's all they do. That's what they're
But
supposed to do.
what I'm saying is the coming together part is not the story.
I know
And that's
that.
the issue.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
But that's the issue. If you're a news organization, the coming together isn't the story.
Right.
What made it happen that you had to come together is the story.
Right.
But people, that's what I'm saying. So we gotta stop listening to that because they're not gonna tell you the story. And people, for some odd reason, people look for people to tell them how to feel about something.
Because there's too many people out there that don't know how to think for their
They
damn
can't
self.
think for themselves. We're
That's true.
all fucking sheep.
Right.
And so all these people on the left and the right, on the corporate media, all they're doing is giving their opinion. And you're like, you know what? That sounds good. That's what you do, blah blah blah.
Listen.
It's fucked up.
It is.
And it's not gonna get any better until that shit goes away.
But see, and that's where we differ at. I agree with everything pretty much you said, but we differ in because corporate media is always gonna paint a picture a certain way. It always has, always will. Christopher Columbus got drunk and got lost and landed in America. They held him as a hero. He discovered new land. No, the motherfucker got drunk, fell asleep, and bumped into
He's trying to go to India.
yeah. But he was from Spain, and the papers in Spain at the time, which was the media, reported him as a hero that he discovered new land, and it's always going to be that way.
Yeah, and it's not right. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. It's not right. And it's fucking up people's minds. If you can't see it's fucking up people's minds, what like
All right, I guess what I'm saying is, why now are we blaming media?
I've been blaming media for a long time.
Okay, maybe you have, but I'm saying why now is there a push against media when the media has been fucked up since 1700?
Because there's other forms of it.
There it is.
There's and if you watch some of these shows, they are talking shit about independent journalists and shit on the internet because it's taken away from their fucking story. That's the only reason. That's the only reason because there's other ways to get your information.
Okay.
That's it, and they know it, so they drive even harder now. It's it's insane, man.
Okay.
It's insane, but it doesn't. All that shit don't even fucking matter if you just get out and fucking talk to people and find common ground. Actually, we all talk about, or not we, but the world all talks about all these things we need to do. Fucking God told you what you need to do. Just love each other.
Yeah, but that doesn't work with people and their greed.
Well, fuck them.
I mean, I feel the same way, but they don't look at it that way.
No,
That's what drives a
but-
lot of the
but-
shit we're complaining about right now.
But yeah, that's because we're paying attention to first of all, we're idolizing these people, whether they politicians, actors, all that shit. We're idolizing these people. So
There's not enough free thinkers.
they're driving the world. We need to put that bullshit. I'm just telling you what needs to happen is we need to put Congress, actors, musicians, all that shit to the side and come together with people you work with, people you meet in the fucking store, people you play golf with. I had great conversations with. I mean, these two guys I was playing golf with today sound like they were straight from Texas, but we found common ground in golf, and we had a conversation, nothing about fucking politics or how we feel about the world. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Leave politics out of it. How they're gonna run the world or run the government how they want to fucking do it. It's that's just how they're gonna do it. We need to come together because we have the power. And if we're working together and loving each other, it's no need for whatever they do is not going to even fucking matter. It's a simple solution. Or we can just keep voting for these cocksuckers in Congress and turning a blind eye. But
Well, I think it goes hand in hand though. That's where I was saying I differ because as long as they're making the laws, then we have to vote for people that you believe in.
yes, but I'm saying if we're taking care of each other and loving one another, it doesn't matter what the laws are. We'll be okay.
True, but it's
I'm not with that.
not enough people that
I don't
want the
think
same
so.
outcome.
I'm just saying that's the way it should be.
And see, I don't think so.
Utopia.
Yeah.
But it's
I
not
don't
enough
think
people
so.
that want the same outcome.
Well, it's enough people. I mean, it's not that either side wants to help anybody. I mean, I know y'all say some people say better, lesser of two evils and all that bullshit, but
Yeah, I believe lesser of two evils, but I don't think any of them are perfect or I'm 100% behind this candidate or that candidate because there's no politician right now that I say I believe everything that they say. There's not a single one.
and there never
But-
will be.
No, but for me personally, I give no one benefit of the doubt. So
Right, but see, as long as they're in control, then you have to assert some way of because as long as they can make laws and do whatever.
Yes, and do that. But in the meantime, stop arguing with. You know what I'm saying?
Now I get that,
Be-
but
Be cool with everybody. That's just what
Yeah.
you do.
yeah, I get that.
too many people that don't want to be cool with everybody.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't care what you want to do. I'm gonna look. I am a walking, breathing weapon against racism. And when I mean by that is I greet everybody and I talk to everybody the same motherfucking way. I care about everybody the same way. You have to be the change you want to see in the world. That's what Gandhi said, and that's all you can do.
But if you don't want to see the change, like case in point, we just said that white people are going to be the minority in 24.
Mhm.
The Tiki Torch people in Charlottesville were saying you will not replace us.
Yeah.
They're not going to be the ones that sit down and have a conversation with you.
How do you know?
Because they're chanting you will not replace us.
Maybe so, but I'm not scared of them. And
Oh, no, I ain't.
no, I'm just saying so I will walk up to them and talk to them. What, regardless of the outcome, is what I'm going to be the weapon to try to. Is what I'm saying.
I totally get that. They're not trying to listen.
What?
Like, I
Yeah,
get what you're
regardless.
trying to do.
And if they don't, they don't.
I feel
But
what
what
you're
I'm
saying,
saying,
they're not listening.
and I know that, but one might. And all I care is about that one that might. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take it on head on only way that I can.
get it.
And the way I can is by engaging in conversation and loving one another.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. And that's what we all should do.
Yeah, but like Cliff said, that's utopia.
It
You're
is
not gonna
utopia.
Get that.
I-
You're never
No.
going to get utopia.
No, I'm not. Come on, man. Who the fuck you think you're talking about?
Not on this earth.
You know I don't. I know. I know we ain't gonna get utopia. But what I'm saying is, you don't stop trying to do what you can do.
I got you. But, yeah.
You're right on that part.
Because I am a living, breathing weapon against racism. That's what I am,
Okay.
and that's how I carry myself with everybody I meet. Whether they are racist or not, I don't give a fuck what you feel. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, all right.
Y'all don't agree?
I was thinking something totally different. So
Me, I mean, if we're talking, I agree with you to an extent. There's some people that you're not gonna I don't want to have a conversation with you because it's pointless.
Mm-hmm.
This may be true, but I just like to try.
So, I mean, me and David Duke ain't gonna sit in a room and have a conversation. It's fucking
I'll
pointless.
talk to him.
It's pointless.
Yeah, I talked to him, but going into that conversation, I know ain't shit gonna change.
I ain't got shit to say to him because what I feel ain't gonna matter. He has his mind made up.
Keep your friends closer, your enemies closer.
Right. So
I'm still gonna try to talk to David Duke.
Yeah, I try to talk to
What's
him.
his email address?
I ain't.
We'll sit down and conversate with him.
I ain't. So
Like hell, I'd try to talk to the orange turd that was in the White House. It might be profanity laced, but I'd
I don't
still
wanna
try.
talk to him.
I'd talk to him.
Don't want to.
He wouldn't like anything I had to say, but like, still conversation.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm good. So
I talk to Trump. I probably wouldn't talk to Nancy Pelosi. I hate that bitch.
So
But
We'll talk off air.
Yeah.
That's where I was going earlier.
yeah, we'll talk about it.
oh
Yeah.
shit. But yeah. So yeah. Okay. We'll be right back with another segment. What you want? All right, we're back.
I see somebody building an ark. I'm going to help them.
Yo, so Clifton went back to his old staple,
Yeah, all reliable.
old reliable Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken Skull IPA, which is a very good beer.
El Segundo Brewing, 6.7 ABV. Yeah. Stone Cold got a good beer there.
Yeah. And that's the bottom line.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I switched to an Turbo Dog by Abita Brewing Company.
Abita, A-B-I-T-A.
Yeah, that's in Covington, Louisiana. The Turbo Dog is 5.6 ABV. It's dark colored and bodied with a sweet chocolate toffee-like flavor.
Toffee.
I myself don't normally like the darker beers, but I can deal with this one. This was,
We
not too bad.
just did a whole segment
That
on
shit
people
sound
like him. I actually sampled it. I tasted it. It's a brown ale. It tastes a lot like a porter,
Well,
and it is good.
it is Turbo Dog.
Don't use it like darkies, but you alright with me.
If you can't run with the big dogs, stay on the porch. That's what my dad used to say. That was a whole nother conversation, though.
So you ready to try some more dark beers now, Josh?
No,
Still prejudiced? You ain't quite got that out of you
if
yet?
that's what y'all want to call it, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, that's right.
I like my lighters, my light ones, my blondes.
Okay, all right. All right. Everybody like what they like.
Yeah, you ain't no sellout.
No.
So I was down in your kitchen on break, and I saw the most blasphemous shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh shit! What?
It was like 2 pieces of bacon just left on the plate.
It was turkey bacon.
I recant my statement. I take it back.
Still a clarification needs to be made. Turkey strips.
Turkey strips. It was turkey strips that I saw on a plate. I thought it was turkey bacon. I was wrong.
You thought it was bacon.
Yeah.
I thought it was bacon.
The regular bacon got eaten. It was
Okay.
2 strips of turkey bacon.
No.
2 strips
The
of
bacon got eaten.
The turkey strips were left on the plate.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
All right.
All right. So now I get it why it was left.
go.
So all is well.
I mean, would you like to have it, or?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. No.
Thought maybe you would like
No.
some turkey strips.
No, we're not.
Turkey strips are okay.
I'll eat it
if
that's
you
what
don't have bacon.
Yes. If you don't have bacon, we will eat turkey strips. But if there's a choice, It's bacon.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
always bacon.
Yeah.
I was just a little, a little disturbed. That's all. Just sitting out there on the table.
I'm glad you brought it to our attention, and it's been addressed.
Yes, it was turkey. So yeah.
So, in the great state of Texas,
The stars at night are
um,
fading bright,
boom, 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 boom.
deep in the heart.
Was a new bill? Was it signed or was
Just,
it
just got signed into law.
signed into law? Why don't
Yep.
you read what that bill says, or what's the gist of that bill?
Says the article that I pulled up says Governor Greg Abbott signs into law one of the nation's strictest abortion measures, banning procedure as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy.
Ooh, 6 weeks. That's a little strong there.
Especially when a lot of them don't even know they're pregnant in that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's a little strong there.
Yep.
Mm. Mm. Well,
It says basically once they can detect a heartbeat, abortion is illegal. The problem with that, as I see it, is that's generally how you find out you're pregnant. You get an ultrasound. Once you go to the doctor and they hear a heartbeat and they say, yes, you're pregnant. I mean, yeah, you take home pregnancy test, but then you have to go to a doctor to confirm it.
yeah.
I'm sure the black market has no problem with this bill.
Yeah, I'm not a big abortion guy, but that's a little strong of a bill, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the word to say.
You're going to have some black market doctors that's going to come up like Joe Kennedy.
I mean, shit. That I mean, really, you just go to. I mean, Mexico's right there.
True.
They perform whenever you need it.
True. Yeah. Like I said, Joe Kennedy.
Mm.
Joe Kennedy made his money in prohibition.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, now we're talking about yeah, black market doctor. Now we're talking about somebody with a practice who's doing something on the side. Like that's kind of sketchy, boy.
Yeah, but I mean, listen,
They benefit from this.
that's what I was about to say. Because of
It's, if they live.
true, but I mean,
It's pros and
6
cons to
weeks.
everything.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
It's a little strong.
Like you might not even. Y'all might do y'all thing. She might not even know she's pregnant in 6 weeks. The next thing you know, you got a baby on the way.
And we're saying y'all, or you saying like us, or
Anybody.
For me, I'm not doing it regardless.
Anybody.
If, of course, it's not my body, not my choice, apparently. But
No, it's not.
It's not, but if I get someone pregnant, if I can't tell her whether or not she has to keep it or get rid of it, government damn sure should be
oh,
able
that's
to
for
do
sure. That's for sure.
Exactly.
That's a whole broader
Discussion,
conversation that I
yeah.
wish that I don't like.
Yeah.
Uh, God, I would.
I mean,
Mm.
that is ridiculous. To all my peoples in Texas that I know, make sure you strapping it up, players.
Or if you're gonna do the crime, be able to do the time. That too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
just move across state lines.
Or you pick up a plan B on your way.
Mm.
I mean,
Just transfer across the line to Oklahoma, something like that.
man, Texas is a wild place. 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
It's a little strong. But
Extremely strong.
I mean,
But they do things differently down there.
yeah, they do. I moved to Texas. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
I'm not going to Texas.
Cause fuck the Cowboys.
I
Well, I
don't
won't
know
go
that
move
was
to
coming.
Dallas. I was not moving to
Dallas. Y'all stupid. Do you think that other states are gonna move in this direction?
Dallas. To try, but it all depends on.
I'm not sure. Because when shit starts, it's always either California, Texas, or Florida.
Yeah, but California
So
definitely
I'm
ain't gonna
not.
do it.
Yeah, California ain't
Right, and
doing that.
they're not gonna do this, but when something going on, it's always one of those three states.
Right.
So I don't know if everyone will. You know,
I mean, I
I
think
don't know.
some will try. But Texas is a little different. Texas is one of those places that's just like its own country. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there'll probably be some to try, but I don't think it's as purple as a lot of these red states are getting. And even that have been red for a while, they just don't do that sort of thing. You know. But it can be one or two here or there, but it's not gonna be nat. I mean,
I'm calling Louisiana, Mississippi, and South Carolina. Those three, I think, are going to do something like
Louisiana, South
this.
Carolina.
I'm pretty. If I had to put some money down, those are the three I would put money on.
Maybe,
I'm almost positive.
maybe Ohio.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean,
No,
South Carolina, we just talked about that on our last episode. They just brought back firing squad.
yeah, but that's not the same. That's not the same. That's not the
If you say so.
same. Look, I mean, you gonna die. It don't matter how you gonna have it.
What if she's pregnant?
Oh,
What, what if the
that's a good point, Cliff.
what the
Woman on
She's
death
pregnant.
row.
woman on death row?
What if
Yeah.
she's pregnant?
What if the woman on death row is pregnant?
That's a good point.
I don't know. I've never even heard something. Well, I guess there's a precedent for it somewhere. I don't know.
Somewhere.
I've never even thought about
How
that.
the hell does a woman on death row get pregnant though?
Same way a woman not on death row gets pregnant.
Yeah, but ain't no men on women's death row.
Well, I mean,
Nothing around.
she might have did the murder, you know, or while pregnant or what, you know what I'm saying? And they
Gotcha.
go, or
Conjugal
because it
visit.
happens,
Conjugal
well,
visit.
conjugal visits, but also COs have been known to bang inmates,
Yeah,
men and
yeah,
women.
Yeah.
That's how I get down. Matter of fact, I probably would if I was a CO. Matter of fact, absolutely. I'm not even matter of fact.
Guilty.
Absolutely,
I hate y'all.
absolutely.
I hate y'all.
She-
God, y'all get on my nerves.
Tell me you
I
wouldn't.
mean, you did the crime, you lose some of your rights.
What do you lose that right?
What rate?
If it ain't no cameras, who knows?
I ain't even going there with you, Cliff.
Well, who knows what they do in there?
Not going there.
I mean, we've seen documentaries, but do we really know what's going on?
Listen, how awesome could it be to be a CO and you got it's just right there,
I'm
just
not,
locked up,
Nope.
nice cornrows and everything.
Could have done without that part.
So back to Texas.
Oh wait, that's what I'm going for. That's what I was going to say, response.
So back to Texas.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any more laws coming out of Texas that way? That's going in that vein? Any more abortion type?
What else is past that?
I don't know, but I thought this was too far, and then they came out with this. So that's where I'm going.
Mm. I don't know. I mean, where could I mean?
I mean, you got the abortion rights people are now suing and going to court. So
Well, isn't that? Well, no.
It was I forget what it was, but something. I don't think it was this one, but it was something that the high court had picked up, and was really just another way to get at Roe v.
abortion,
Wade.
yeah.
I don't know, but it's not. Is that tech? Is that unconstitutional?
Ooh.
Well, no, because they allow abortions.
No, this was with the Supreme Court.
That's what I'm talking about. Is it unconstitutional? It's not unconstitutional what they're doing. Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe that's how you gotta strike it down.
I have
Take it
no
to the
idea.
Supreme Court.
It says the bill bans abortions after a fetal heartbeat has been detected. It includes cases where the woman was impregnated as a result of rape or incest. There is an exception, but only for medical emergencies.
That's why Trump pushed that one chick through before he left office.
But I, if you're raped, now you're forced to keep the baby. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I am not for abortions in the I mean, I am for abortions and or the option for abortions and the act of rape.
Right.
Rape and
Yes,
incest.
rape and
Yeah.
incest for sure.
You should not be forced to keep
But
that child.
it also has to be like I need that shit needs to be done before, like, is there any states that do it after the first trimester?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It
Yeah.
says it is.
Think so.
Well,
Okay.
that's true. That I don't like that.
I don't know. I don't know about that. It depends on how far along we're talking.
Like after the first trimester, like you should know.
Right.
You should know if you want to keep it or not by that time.
Wow. It says similar heartbeat bills have been passed in other states and upheld by the courts, but the Texas version has a twist. So, I'm trying to.
You need to see what the twist is.
Yeah. It says instead of having the government enforce the law, the bill turns the reins over to private citizens who are newly empowered to sue abortion providers or anyone who helps someone get an abortion.
Oh, so you can make it civil.
Yes,
Like I said,
that's fucked up.
black market loves this.
Yeah.
Hmm, that was interesting. I didn't see that one coming.
Why would you? Why wouldn't you be able to? Do,
Because so they're giving a little bit of power, I think, to the male
maybe. I don't know.
for you know what I'm saying. So you lay down, you do the deed, and then you get pregnant, and she goes ahead and has an abortion without without the male's okaying it or whatever. There's just a little bit of I guess a little nod for the man is what they're doing on that one. I mean I don't know.
I don't know. It all seems a little shifty and shaky.
Everything is. Every
Seems
law is.
a little shifty and shaky.
What about for the man that doesn't want to have it, got his side chick pregnant.
Well, this is I have the right to abandon it. This is, you
My
know,
money, my choice.
my money, my choice. Your body, your choice. My money, my choice.
It doesn't work that way.
It should.
Well, the courts are going to say otherwise.
I don't know. Has anybody put forth that bill yet?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But all I'm saying is there will be uh, some really strong jurisdictional language, and you'll probably have to pay a hefty sum out of your paycheck.
It is. A little, I mean, I get the woman has it.
No matter what you want to do, it's going to be those conditions.
Probably.
I. If we're talking about equality for men and women, that's one thing that is lopsided as a motherfucker.
Well, when it comes to family and stuff. Well, in general, but especially in family and stuff.
That shit lopsided like a bitch.
Yeah.
So you win.
Who?
Women.
What, having to keep the baby? They win?
Or not to. The choice. The
Well, I get that.
and
but
and
they're basically taking the choice out of your hands here.
but and also in everything in all aspects of a family when it splits up, the woman has to be a piece of shit not to get custody and child support and all that shit. So now they get to make the choice whether to keep it or not, whether to hold your money, your wallet to the fire. They win right there. So leave sports out of it. That's what I was getting at.
So you saying they got enough equality with that?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, funny too.
Keep that shit out of it, man.
Yeah, but
Damn. Hey man, Texas is a wild place.
it is. It is. I can't even. I couldn't even imagine. So.
No? Road trip?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go, but I ain't staying.
And I won't talk football.
Not at all.
Alright. Well,
Shit.
I'm waiting. I gotta see some. When did this come out? When did this happen?
It just happened. The bill doesn't take effect until November. I mean, until September. I don't think.
Sorry, so read up on it. Maybe we'll see some arguments. He was going keep an ear to Texas and see what's going on. Might
Right.
revisit it
Yeah.
later time. But yeah, all right. So we'll be back in a minute. Yo, we're back. Segment 3, episode 37. Just you switch beers?
Yes, I did.
What you got there, man?
I have a UFO white.
UFO.
It's crisp, light body, and brewed and with orange peel and coriander. Whatever the hell coriander is, I don't know.
He said he liked it black, but he went back to white.
That's right. It's only 4.8% ABV.
Coriander. It's a plant.
Yeah.
It's a herb.
So yeah,
That is good
it's
though.
like a seasoning.
Okay.
It's by Massachusetts Bay Brewing Company or Harpoon Brewery. They're the same place.
Say UFO.
Yeah, UFO white.
You know, speaking of UFOs.
I knew you were working.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen.
No, but I don't believe anything happens by accident or chance, or it's just everything is planned out. And so the Orange Man, he started the Space Force, and everybody was making jokes and all this shit about that shit when this shit happened. But then all of a sudden, now we're having all these declassified and sightings of fucking UFOs. Nobody finds that strange.
I didn't really think about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Cliff?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, there was a reason for it. And I think we're about to soon find out what it is.
Are we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, have you not been paying attention?
So, are we literally gonna find out what it is?
Or their version of what it is.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see that video of the.
Yes, I saw it.
You
I
saw it? Okay.
I saw it. But yeah, that's wild.
It's wild.
I question some of those videos. They all look the same, as if they were recorded by the same thing.
Well, I know. Well, I know at least two of them were like, cause it happens at night,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why it looks grainy like that. To
UFOs
me,
don't come during the day.
well, they do. They do.
Oh.
Yes, they do.
Your government just doesn't acknowledge them during the day.
Yeah.
The freaks come out at night.
Oh, yes, they do.
Rest in peace, Houdini.
Yeah,
Or the guy from Houdini. It's a group.
yeah.
I forget his name.
The freaks come out. Oh, sorry. But yeah,
Yeah, we lost somebody else since the last show.
Oh.
Didn't it?
Rest in peace of Paul Mooney.
Paul
Yeah.
Mooney. Yeah,
Great comedian. He was
Yeah.
a writer for Richard Pryor.
and he wrote some Sanford and Son
Sanford and
episodes.
Son,
Ran
yeah.
the Sanford Son. He used to open for Eddie Murphy when Eddie Murphy was touring. Just a great fucking comedian.
Yeah.
He was
He
70.
gets on Chappelle's show.
Yep. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
79 years old.
Yeah.
I think 79? 89. 79.
79.
Yeah, 79. So, rest in peace, Paul Mooney. You'll be missed.
Yes, you will.
So,
He's pretty hilarious.
he was fucking brilliant. It's May something.
May 22nd.
It's a little late this year, but this is playoffs in the NBA is starting.
Yes, it has.
Usually starts at the beginning of May and April, but we had this new format here with the play-in tournament.
There you
It's
Yeah,
like
he
the
did.
first four in the NCAA.
Yeah.
It's involves 7, 8, 9, and 10 seeds.
Yep.
Winners move on, and losers play each other, type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but it was different. LeBron was didn't like it. That's because he knew he was going to be in it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but he rose to the occasion, hit a game winner to
Yeah.
move on.
He said he couldn't see it.
Well, he's a little dramatic.
Yeah.
I've never seen a more dramatic NBA star than motherfucking LeBron James.
Yeah, he said
He's
he
always
couldn't
got to tell you that he's hurt, or there's some obstacle that he has to accomplish to
So
get past.
so when he misses, he has an excuse.
Yes, yes.
see.
He's he's really good, but he's built different than my MJ and Kobe.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Not too many people are built like MJ and Kobe.
no, but there are some that have that same sort of like Dame.
Yeah.
Dame got that shit.
Yeah.
He's just on a shitty ass team.
Yeah.
LeBron got some other shit with him. I don't know what the fuck he got with him.
Russell Westbrook
He
has
got it. He just
He
garbage.
just ain't athletic. Well, I ain't gonna say
No, he's athletic. He just doesn't work on his game.
No,
Yeah.
he gives you raw numbers that don't translate to more wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got at this point, Russell, you got to at least be able to hit a 15-foot jump shot like 60% of the time. You got to hit that shot. 15 feet?
Yeah.
I can go out there and hit 6 out of 10 from the foul line. He can't do it.
That sounds like a Brews and Views night to the court. They watch Art hit take 10 foul line jumpers.
Well, first I got to stretch. I got
Hey, look, that's gonna be a whole episode right
yeah, it's gonna take some time. Warm these over, and then I gotta before we start, I gotta shoot some jumpers to where the crick, because my elbow makes a sound. I don't know what it is, but I gotta work that out. It takes a little while, and then I'll be good.
You need treatment before shoot around?
Yeah, I need to before shoot around.
Damn.
Look, I don't have high-paid trainers getting my body right before the game. All I got is craft beer.
And icy hot.
That's all I got.
Yeah, craft beer and icy hot. There you go.
So, but that
That'll
might
get
be
it
good.
Yeah.
That might be good. We'll think about taking the camera out there and seeing if I still got it.
All right, shooting 10 pull-up jumpers at the foul line.
I'm gonna make 6 of them after a warm-up and a little bit of Bengay.
Hey Josh, let's place our bets now.
I'm not gonna hit 6.
No, I'm taking the under.
Taking it under? It's probably a good bet. It's probably a good bet. But I was setting the just to make Russell look bad. I'm gonna hit 6 of them motherfuckers. Yeah.
I'm taking the under.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see. Earlier, New Jersey, not New Jersey, Brooklyn won. And,
Brooklyn.
the team I hate the most. They won up on Boston. I think Milwaukee edged out Miami.
Yes, they did.
Mhm.
And we were
And they
talking.
gonna keep
earlier.
They're gonna keep edging them out.
As long as Giannis doesn't take the last shot.
Yeah.
That's what we was talking about earlier. They had to let Chris Middleton take the last shot.
Because Giannis can't shoot.
But Giannis is supposed to be the man on their squad.
That's people who vote for MVP never played basketball a day in their life, or they got picked last.
He should have got picked last.
Yes, that's who these people are. So they shitting on the good players, and it just I don't know. Giannis has highlights.
Yes, he does.
He has highlights, but his game is just I don't know, man. Muscle game. Is that what it is? How does that make you the best?
He's a big Russell Westbrook.
You know, he's LeBron light.
LeBron light.
See, I said he's big Russell Westbrook. He's big. He's going to give you numbers. He's bigger than Russell Westbrook.
Are you talking about outcome?
Yeah.
Outcome of the game. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Skill wise, I don't see a lot of skill. He just dunks a lot and shoots little turnarounds.
Okay. It is what it is.
How does that make you an MVP?
Because you're big.
Hmm.
If you're my size and do it, You're still shitty.
And also, I want to change the MVP. I don't want it to be most valuable player anymore. Maybe just best player. Because valuable, he's not the most valuable even on that team. Because when he's out, they still win. When Drew Holiday's out, I mean, no, when he's out, they lose. Yeah, when Drew Holiday's out, they lose. When Giannis is out, they still win. So is he the most valuable player?
On that team, that's debatable. In
It's
the
not.
league,
I
no.
just told you the facts. How's it debatable? Valuable, not best. Valuable, most valuable.
Because their whole shit is set up around Giannis.
Yes, but when he's out, they still win. So how is he the most valuable?
Okay, when LeBron's out, the Lakers still win sometimes.
Not as much as Milwaukee does. No, they do not. No, no, they do not. No. They just went from second seed to seventh. Milwaukee's not doing that.
I don't know.
He's not valuable.
He is valuable to
No.
Milwaukee.
He's,
Yeah, to Milwaukee, but that's why he's not going to win MVP this year.
and he should never won it.
And on a personal note, if Jokic doesn't win it, I'm protesting the NBA.
You know why Jokic is not going to win it? Because
He's white.
cisgender white males are not in right now.
Sports is supposed to be the one area where that shit doesn't factor in.
Young Buck, are they in?
What?
Cisgender white males.
He said, are they in?
Okay. No.
Cisgender white males are not in right now.
I'm leading the protest of the NBA if Jokic doesn't win.
Man,
What if they give it to Chris Paul?
I can
I'm leading the protest if Jokic doesn't win.
I can accept it because Phoenix went to the second seed. Are they
Yeah,
second?
second seed.
Chris Paul has never been on a bad team, and you know why? Because they sucked
Paul.
before he got there, and he made them better.
That's what I was about to say, because
Yeah,
he's Chris Paul.
But he don't win shit.
No, he
Well,
doesn't.
he always gets hurt in the playoffs.
But is Jokic? What does Jokic win?
He led the team.
What is so? Chris Paul's not leading the team to the second spot.
He played all year.
Who?
Jokic.
Chris Paul didn't.
But
How
Chris,
many games he missed?
I don't know. But
He
Chris
always
Paul,
misses games.
He's old.
he misses them in the
He
playoffs.
always misses games.
He's old.
He
He's
misses
old.
them in the playoffs.
But I do support the Jokic. But Chris Paul, I'm not gonna be mad if Chris Paul won it.
If he win, because if he wouldn't have
I'll
missed
be
that game,
mad from the standpoint, what the fuck else does Jokic have to do?
play defense.
Nobody in the league plays defense.
That's true too. But he plays it worse than half of the league.
No.
Yeah, the other teams attack Jokic on the defensive end.
They attack Harden.
That's pretty bad.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point.
If Harden can win MVP, Jokic.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
What if they give it to James Harden because they were talking about that?
I will never watch
I'm-
NBA again.
and I'm with Art on that one.
I'm gonna up my hockey intake during that season. I'm not watching. If they give James Harden MVP, I will not watch NBA anymore.
He gets it, I will familiarize myself even more with the WNBA.
I'm not gonna go that far.
Well, they just said that they were talking about it. You can make a case for it because of what he's done since he came to Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's been sitting on the fucking bench hurt.
Well, when he's played, he's been great.
He's great, but I still go back to the fact that the way he left Houston in the middle of a game like that, this year he cannot get the MVP.
I feel you.
Well, that's one thing I always say. This is regardless of player, regardless of position, regardless of team, regardless of sport. You ain't nice if you ain't on the field or the floor, as it may
He
be.
not.
You're right. You are correct.
So, Jokic MVP. Honorable mention Chris Paul.
I don't know.
That's fair.
You,
That's
you okay,
fair.
you okay with that?
That's fair.
Okay.
To be fair with James Harden, you know, how good you have to be when you have Kyrie, KD, and a bunch of other people.
Because they won constantly more with
Mm-hmm.
Harden playing
Yeah.
than Kyrie and KD.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen. I hate Harden, but he's undeniable, and he showed that when he's playing with people that he likes, that he can do other things.
Yeah, when
now,
he's focused.
defense is not one of them,
No.
but he will distribute the ball. and all that sort of thing. I still hate his game, but he's nice. I can't. But he built that team. He got these people in Houston that he wanted. Then he ran them out,
Yeah.
and then he didn't want to play there no more because he looked around after he ran everybody out, and he didn't have nobody on his team.
Yeah.
And so now you want to go? You piece of shit, James Harden.
I heard he wanted to go because it was somebody he wanted, and the Houston front office finally grew some balls and told him no.
Yes, you are not the
And
leader
now-
of this.
right, and now
We
he wants
pick the
to leave.
players. Who the fuck
Yeah.
are you, James Harden? And I don't. I just.
What if they give it to Steph?
Steph ain't make the playoffs. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean,
He's had a hell of a last month or so,
Yeah.
month or two. I mean, no diss there, but
Steph Curry is the most. I think, other than Jokic,
Alright.
is probably the most valuable player.
Because I just looked it up. The three finalists.
And LeBron. It's
Well,
LeBron,
the-
you can always give it to LeBron.
The
'cause-
three finalists for the MVP award this year are Steph, Joel Embiid, and Jokic.
all right, scratch Embiid. He's missed too many fucking games.
So
Period.
Jokic,
Jokic,
and Curry.
Embiid, and Steph. Those are the three finalists.
I don't give it to Embiid.
Yeah, scratch Embiid. Steph has balled out. I mean, he's up there. I guess I am firmly on the Jokic bandwagon.
I'm on a
For
Jokic
MVP
because the
this
team is
year.
better than Golden State, but
Much.
Golden State without Steph, and I'm gonna say this: without Steph on the teams that had KD,
Right.
they wouldn't have won.
No.
On the teams with KD.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
they would not have
They
won the
wouldn't have won.
championship.
No.
LeBron would have swept that shit.
Okay.
Steph's a different man.
Okay.
The only caveat I'll say is Clay was out there too.
Yes, but like I said, and I said this earlier off air. I mean, I think at this point, I think it's time to reassess
Who's the best player? in
how
the-
we think of Steph. Like I think he's caused us to do that. The way he's playing and the things he's doing, what he does for the
what
team
he, what he
and,
brings
for,
to the
and
team.
for the league.
Because being the best doesn't just necessarily mean stats.
Right.
It's how your team plays with you on the court, and undeniably, with him and LeBron, there's nobody better in the league right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna give a honorable mention to Jimmy Butler.
Okay. I have the finalists for
Can't
all.
measure heart.
Jimmy Butler, man.
He's
Can't
a
measure
dog.
that.
Jimmy Butler is a dog.
Yeah.
Yo,
He
oh
goes
my
hard.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Jimmy Butler. He's my favorite. He's my favorite player in the league.
All right. Rookie of the year. Who y'all got? Who you think it is?
I don't
No,
even.
no, that goes without saying. That should be LaMelo.
He's
LaMelo?
up for it. It's LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, and Tyrese Halliburton.
I don't know.
Anthony Edwards, you know what? He didn't.
Is that Minnesota?
Yeah, he didn't really miss no time.
He
Did
gets a lot. Highlight dude.
Yeah.
If
He
he
dunking
missed,
on niggas.
if he ain't missed no
The
time,
problem
it
is
might
he
have to be
played in
him.
Minnesota.
It might have to be him though, because I think he played all year.
Who's the other guy?
LaMelo was out.
Tyrese Halliburton,
Who's he play
who
for?
plays for Sacramento.
He was a slow starter this year. He was all right. Yeah, he was good. Slow starter.
He plays for the
And in Sacramento.
But there's still a team in Sacramento. Oh.
Yeah.
What?
And ain't hold on. And ain't Shaq part owner?
Yeah, I just see
I
that.
think so.
Oh, so De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's about time for him to demand a trade out of there though.
I would.
Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buddy's still there.
One of them Bogdanoviches.
Uh-huh.
One
There you
of
go.
them.
Luke Walton is
Luke
coach.
Walton's coach. I've heard of them.
Okay. Next up, Coach of the Year.
Oh, they already gave that out. That's Monty Williams.
Okay. Because it was
Who's he
Quinn.
coaching?
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quinn Snyder, him, and Tom Thibodeau.
You went from
Hey,
nowhere to
I got no issues with all three of them.
Tip.
But yeah.
Alright.
But Monty Williams, I think he got it. Chris Paul had a lot to do with it, but go ahead, give it to Monty Williams.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't be mad at Thibodeau either.
No, not at all.
The
Not at
three
all.
finalists for Defensive Player of the Year.
Ben Simmons,
Rudy Gobert and Draymond.
and scratch Drake.
What?
What?
What do you mean? Draymond said he's the best defensive player ever.
That's what he said.
That is incorrect.
Ever.
On every
Let's do a Cliff's Corner on that.
Ever.
Draymond got to stay off that Cali weed, man.
I'll be fair. He played a hell of a defensive game against the Lakers in that playing game.
He's really good.
He did.
He's really good at what he
I
does.
will give
He's
him
got to
credit
stay
for
off
that.
that Cali weed.
It's good weed.
Yeah.
I only had it once. And it was spectacular.
But no. So, but Simmons and Gobert,
Yeah.
He goes to Ben Simmons.
I mean, Simmons, he feels strongly about that too. I mean, that's a toss up. Either one.
Right.
Either one.
I
Right.
wouldn't be mad at either one.
Yeah.
Sixth man of the year.
Arthur Carrington.
It's Joe Ingles.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. It's Joe Ingles, Derrick Rose, and Jordan Clarkson. How can two people?
Derrick Rose.
How can two
Oh,
people
no.
from the Jazz be sixth man of the year? One of y'all ain't the sixth man. One of y'all's the seventh.
It's a
Good
bench.
point.
I don't think it's really a thing.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
Well, then you know what? Scratch both of them. Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. I got Derrick
Yeah, I was
Rose.
about to say
He got the
Derrick Rose.
Knicks to the fourth spot.
I don't know. Clarkson was balling.
He's
when
balling.
he,
Yeah,
damn,
for sure.
He really
For
was.
sure.
But he had like a bad, like last month of the season.
Very
Yeah,
bad.
but Derrick Rose, he misses a lot of games.
Did he miss a lot this year?
Well, yeah, he misses
Did?
every year because he
I
played with.
I don't pay attention to the Knicks. So
Because
I don't know.
he got traded during the
Right?
season.
I
Though.
almost forgot they were around.
Then he started the year with Detroit though. I think.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he
So,
did.
And most improved player. This is the last one I got.
oh, Julius Randle.
Yeah, he's the final.
God, man, he is the list for me.
Him, Jeremy Grant, and Michael Porter Jr.
Jeremy Grant got more opportunities. Michael Porter took a step, but Michael Porter is what we thought he would be prior to all of them.
Julius
that
Randle's
back
what I
injuries.
thought he would be.
But it's Julius Randle.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. It's Julius. Randle.
He's got the most minutes, and Tom
I didn't-
Thibodeau will run your ass into the ground.
Yeah, he will.
Just being honest, I didn't want Randle to lead the Lakers.
I wanted Kuzma to go.
I didn't want him to go.
When they were talking about trading those people, I was like, I'd rather keep Randall.
So at the time, I was against him bringing in LeBron. I'll admit it. I was against that at the time, and it was simply due to I was looking long term.
Future, of course.
Right. That's why.
Plus, LeBron's got this thing where if he doesn't get recognized in something, he has to throw shots. Like, LeBron, you're good. Why do you have
He's the
to?
greatest player on the planet.
Why does he have to? Why
We're
do
the
people have to
best in
say
the
that?
game right now?
Why does he feel people have to say that all the time?
I don't know.
What
I
is
have
it
no
about?
idea.
Is it this?
Because
Self-gratification.
he's fucking entitled. He's had people calling him king since he was in high school. That's why.
Self
So he's entitled to shit. He feels entitled.
I just
and self gratification.
Yeah. I'm the greatest player in the game.
Shaq.
No, that's what LeBron says. He said it like three
Oh, it
times.
sounded like Shaq was saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Jordan didn't need us to say that.
Kobe didn't need that shit.
They fucking made us say it.
They made it, you.
So yeah,
He's on my team, but he rubs me the wrong way.
you're not a LeBron fan.
I'm not a LeBron fan. No, I've
So
never was a
everybody-
LeBron fan.
I felt the same way about him joining my team as I did with Karl Malone joining.
Ugh.
Well, nobody likes Karl Malone. Karl Malone.
And he's a
I
scumbag.
knew them.
He is a scumbag.
I'm grateful LeBron brought us a chip last year, but I'm still on record. I didn't want him there.
And Karl Malone used to wear them faggoty double wristbands.
Whoa,
which is-
whoa.
Oh, I said that out loud.
Wait,
My bad.
take a stand, just. My man.
My bad.
Finger.
My bad. Hey, Jay, go ahead and bleep that out.
Don't leave that shit out. Don't leave that shit out.
When we edit it, go ahead and bleep that out.
You gotta
That
go
shit's
stand
going
in
on
some
video.
practices, So be it, man.
I'm not editing out of YouTube. Yeah.
Go ahead, edit it. Go ahead, Jay, get it. Beep. Should I get that on there?
No, it's
Look,
standing
we
there,
ain't
Pop.
monetized. We ain't losing
It's
shit
It's
no way.
standing there, Pop.
You can't.
But them
You
wristbands
said
is
it.
gay as
Standing
shit.
there.
Yeah.
The double janks too. I mean, the
Yeah.
long, those are stupid. I hated Karl Malone.
I did too.
I fucking hate it. I might not have hated anybody more than Karl Malone.
I mean, he was gone for like 10 years before I got rid of my hatred of Utah.
It's the only time I rooted for Jordan was when they played those.
The
when
Utah
they played
Jazz?
Utah.
Yeah.
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 Because I hated Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I did too. I
Hated
did
that
too.
motherfucker. But
Yeah.
when they
Respected
played-
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hated him.
And it wasn't Utah per se. Like I did not mind John Stockton. I loved his game.
I didn't like him
You
either.
didn't like him?
because I had him lumped in with Malone.
I did not. It was
And
just
Byron Russell.
Yeah,
Well, there was no Malone without Stockton, and vice versa.
it wasn't. I just could not stand. Something about Karl Malone, I did not like.
And then, of course, you know,
Huh?
if you're gonna talk about Malone, you got to talk about Stockton with them short shorts and
Oh,
high socks too. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was gay too.
Yeah.
but effective.
Yeah.
But
Nobody
he-
ran the pick and roll like
It was 1998, and Stockton looked like he's in 1978.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. But he could run the pick and roll.
He could. He was fucking nice. I can say that. Now.
That-
Just knowing the game, he was
Yeah.
nice.
To be that, because he didn't. You look at him, he wasn't really athletic.
Athletic.
None of
No,
that
yeah.
shit.
No,
But the boy could shoot, and the boy could pass.
he was smart.
And
Yeah,
he was
he was
smart.
smart.
He played a little dirty because he had to. He was
Uh-huh.
undersized, white guy.
Mhm.
He had to play a little dirty. The
Yeah.
boy could play basketball.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, but I hated
Okay.
that motherfucking team. Yeah, that team.
Yeah.
More than I hate, because I hated the Bulls. God, I hated the Bulls.
Yeah, I hated Jordan. And at the time, I was a huge Patrick Ewing fan, so I hated Jordan. They always beat the Knicks.
And of course, you know, like most people, I hated the bad boy Pistons.
I hated
Everybody
the motherfuckers
did.
too.
Everybody
You know,
did.
like most people.
Everybody did. I ain't
Yeah,
like
who-
Isaiah with them little ass shorts.
Nobody liked him outside of fucking Michigan.
I ain't like Bill
You're
Laimbeer.
right.
I ain't like Rick.
Bill
Oh,
Laimbeer
oh,
was
uh,
a piece of shit.
To this day, I still don't like him, man. Oh my gosh.
I don't like. I haven't seen Joe Dumars in a while, but just when I see Isaiah talking, I just want to punch him in the face. You know, have you ever had those people?
Yeah, I just be looking at Magic. Why do you like this motherfucker,
man.
Like, yo, damn.
God,
Yeah.
it's like 3 people in the NBA ever that I want to punch in
They
the face.
did.
And I hate Michael Jordan, but I don't want to punch him in the face. Isaiah Thomas is one of the motherfuckers.
They did leave his ass off the dream team, and that was kind of fucked up. He
Michael
should've
Jordan.
been on
My-
there. Yeah, Michael Jordan.
Lane Beer is on that list for me.
Bill Laimbeer,
He's on that list.
Isaiah Thomas, and Kyrie Irving. I'm hoping that
He's moving up that list for me.
Yeah.
He's moving up.
Like I hate, like, I couldn't stand Larry Bird, but I love Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? It's a little,
You hated him, but you respected him.
man.
Yeah,
Red-
that's how I was with Jordan. Couldn't stand him,
If
yeah,
that
but I
French-
respected him.
If that dude from French Lick, Indiana, ain't have a bad back, it'd be a different conversation these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
People don't understand.
Yeah, because he had
That white boy was
mentality
nice.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that boy was the truth, man.
Yeah.
That white boy was nice, and people sleep on him because they just
Well, cats now because they don't know.
They
they don't
know.
understand.
Yeah,
It's
they
like-
don't know,
understand.
man.
His back first forced him out early, but for like 4 years his back was hurting. He was
Mhm.
still giving it to him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
when Magic was going at it.
man, that was great.
It was.
That was great.
It
We
was.
don't have. I guess LeBron and Steph is sort of a
No.
rivalry. No,
It's a rivalry,
they
but
played 3 times and they just played 4th time.
it ain't
playoff.
nothing like Magic and
Bullshit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed to
So do
play.
we don't have a rivalry anymore.
No, you don't.
You're not allowed to play defense. It's
Yeah.
bullshit now.
There's
And-
no NBA rivalries.
And ain't nobody clotheslining Kurt Rambis coming down the lane now like Kevin McHale did.
Man, man.
If they did that now, you'd be thrown out the league for a year.
You can't even cough on a nigga now.
And they still shooting from further back. Like, God damn, what the fuck you scared of? Damn.
Yeah. This man, Kevin McHale, literally clotheslined Kurt Rambis. And it was a common foul back then. They didn't even give him a flagrant.
Oh, let's not talk about the Knicks back there.
Oh, yeah, I used to like the Knicks.
Yeah, we liked them, but that's how they played.
I think that's what the NBA is missing. That rivalry.
I
NFL,
think-
it never goes away in the NFL. But
I-
where is it in the NBA?
I'm with you, and I think as much as we hated them, the NBA needs a Detroit Bad Boys team, a team that don't give a shit, be fouling people. The NBA
So
needs
you need a
that.
team that just be roughing motherfuckers up.
Yes.
No, they just need
For no
a team
reason.
to hate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We got that. They're called the Brooklyn Nets.
But who's going? And because they're gonna be, if they keep that team, they'll be around just because those 3 guys that he got
Yeah.
they held. So who's gonna? Because LeBron's he's
They need
he's
a
about to be
team.
gone.
But see,
So who's
and
gonna rival Brooklyn?
that's what I'm
Nets?
saying. They need a bad boys
We don't
team.
care. Just anybody.
They need a bad boys team that when Kevin Durant goes down the lane, nigga body slam him
Oh, no,
or
no,
something
no.
like that.
The league ain't having that.
That's what I'm saying. They need that back though. They need that.
No, the league ain't having that.
Kyrie Irving come down the lane and it's a 4-on
Nah,
to this.
you gotta protect your superstars.
There you go.
They need
First of all, our ratings drop, so we need to make sure these dudes is playing. 'Cause half the time, well, at least Kyrie's gonna take time off for personal,
yeah.
which we still don't know what all this time off for personal time is.
And when James Harden do his damn step back, we need a ref to call travel.
It's not gonna happen.
That's never.
It's not gonna happen, but that's what you need.
If it sells T-shirts, if it sells jerseys, not gonna happen.
But it needs to be a rivalry. I guess maybe Philly and
And
Brooklyn will step up to the plate.
Maybe.
I'll give you a rivalry. Steph versus Dame in the 3-point contest.
There you go.
That's your rivalry.
It would be nice if the Knicks keep getting better and you have the Knicks versus Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That would be
Nice.
a
That'd
great
be good.
rivalry.
It'd be good, but a lot of
But by the
times
time they get good, Brooklyn will be on the downside and there won't be much.
either that or Thibodeau wear out his welcome. He seems to do that.
Well, he runs his players in the ground.
He does. So it's 48 minutes in a game. Julius Randle averages 46.
Yeah, I know.
That's ridiculous.
It is. It is.
That's
Tom Thibodeau
okay.
needs
That's
to be
okay
better.
in your early 20s. You start getting up, no, you gotta
My
scale
God.
that back, bro.
Yeah.
My God, though, 46 minutes.
Look, if I'm him, when I'm in my 30s,
He's almost 30.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna start faking injuries. Man, I got a hamstring.
Well, you don't need to do that these days. You got load management,
True.
bitches.
All right, if that's how you feel.
That's how I feel. You guys, man, listen.
Y'all stupid.
And I still take it back to Jordan and Kobe. They would never do no load management bullshit.
Their
No.
load management was bust your ass for 3 quarters and I'm
So they
sitting
could
the
rest
4th
in the
quarter.
fourth.
That was their load management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rest on the flight home.
Yep.
It's
It's a different day, dog. It's a different day.
but what is it that's making it that?
Entitlement.
And-
They're not here for the regular season.
And people
They
are-
feel entitled to championships, so they're doing everything they can. They relax and chill out during the regular season, and they call themselves being there for playoffs.
and the league is softer.
Much, 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 much.
But isn't part of the reason you do this? I mean, not in the COVID year, but it's for the fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's no bigger thrill than the little fans that I've had in high school. Just when you hit the shot or catch the pass or something, and the motherfucking cheer. That's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why you do it. That's what made you want to do it.
Yeah. But when you get to the NBA, now you put money involved, and money changes everything.
It's true, but it's not the NFL. You're gonna get your money regardless in the NBA.
Well, the people still do it.
Exactly.
The
So
people
now
still
I don't
doing
have
it.
to play because I'm guaranteed.
So what does it matter if you're hurt though? You still getting paid.
That's my point. So why do I need to play every night? That's why they do it because
Just
their
like-
contracts are guaranteed. They don't need to play.
Just like any other job, you got PTO.
Yeah.
I'm just saying different. I don't know. My personal mentality is different because if I get hurt, I'm gonna go hard. Because if I get hurt, I'm still gonna get paid. Versus I don't have to. I can get money for not doing anything. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
But I'm a worker though.
But you
That's
know
what I was
that
about
is?
to say.
That's the mentality of somebody who's
Oh,
not
you-
getting paid what they get paid.
And you're
That's
from
that
our
mentality.
generation.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's right. I'm not one of these little light dicks.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
Oh.
if that's how you feel, but you're from our generation. Our generation, we gonna work.
This is what we do.
But I don't know. Because some of them cats in the league now are from our generation. I think it's the money. Once you, it's a different mentality when you're getting that kind of money,
Probably.
and it's a certain level of entitlement
Yeah, could be.
God, man, that shit.
that we don't enjoy in our current occupations.
Not at all.
I guess. Maybe I'm just built different.
Sure, that too. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
God, I wish I could have played. God damn, Damon Dillard, 32 points, 13 assists right now.
Man. So, yeah.
Who was it? Skip predicted Portland to win this series.
I can see that.
Skip Bayless did?
And he did.
I mean, I don't disagree with him every time.
Somebody might have been on to something. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
You did. And it's on tape too. We got it.
Shit.
I mean, I agree with him. I agree with Skip about as much as I agree with Rob Parker.
Damn, I really said that.
Yeah, you did? It's okay. It's alright.
It's good. It's good, Cliff.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
That is true.
Yeah. Even Art agrees with Nancy Pelosi every once in a while.
We're going a little far there, Justin.
I had to throw it out
Hey,
there.
look, I was starting to feel good till you said it. Uh-oh.
I had to throw it out there.
I don't care how drunk I am. That shit's not gonna fly.
At least, you know, every once in a while.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Maybe.
Mm-mm. Like 1 out of 10, every 10.
But yeah.
All right. So before we go though, picks for the championship.
Oh, I got Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
and in the West, I think we're gonna have. Oh, that's tough. The Western Conference is tough.
I don't think so.
I take that back. I don't think Brooklyn going to go. I think Philly going. I think it's going to be Philly, and if the Lakers stay healthy, the Lakers.
That's what I got.
Mark it down. Lakers next.
Okay.
Lakers Nets.
That's what I'm going with.
I got
I got Nets Suns.
Nets Suns.
Suns.
That's not a bad
That's
pick.
not a bad
pick.
Yes, it is, because the Suns about to get eliminated in the first round.
If Lakers stay healthy.
I don't even think they need to be fully healthy. And that's not a diss. They're just not the caliber. I like with everything they've done. They're clearly moving in the right direction. Talking about the Suns,
They're too young too.
they are not the caliber of the Lakers. They're not.
Lakers.
And the addition of Andre Drummond completely neutralizes DeAndre Ayton.
I don't know.
He doesn't do anything else. He can't do anything else. I'm watching the game sometimes. I'm like looking at this dude. Like, how does he even score? He doesn't look like he's doing anything.
Because there's not many teams in the league that have traditional centers. They have these 3-point.
Well, he was putting up points but I didn't watch.
There was nobody else.
I didn't watch Detroit games, so there we go.
Well, they missed a lot of shots. He got rebounds.
He got rebounds and
The
putbacks.
putbacks,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm like, because I'm looking at the game because I've never seen a Detroit game with him on because they don't broadcast them.
Right.
And so I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, how does this dude get 20 points?
Yeah.
Because they miss a lot of
They
shots.
miss a lot of shots.
That's it.
Nah, I get it.
Yeah.
All right. So Lakers, I'm going Lakers Sixers too.
Okay.
Sixers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
just
fine.
because. And it's probably would be Brooklyn, but I just hate them and I don't want to give them anything.
I hate them as well, but
I can't give them anything.
that's where the ratings come
I
from.
know.
See, I think it's
And
gonna
that's
be
why.
six.
Oh, so you think it's gonna be
That's where the
shaped?
ratings.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be
Some
made to happen?
yeah, some questionable calls
It's gonna
gonna
be the
happen.
first time.
Yeah, he's saying them questionable calls gonna happen when that Sixers Nets series take off.
Man, listen.
Little.
Oh no. Because they're gonna stretch it out to get the money.
Yeah, but
It's
then
going
in,
6 or 7 games.
but then in Game 7, there'll be 40 calls on the Sixers.
An extra charge in Game 5 or at Game 6 for Embiid.
Yeah,
Yeah. I see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to see Lakers Sixers.
And in Game 7, in
Nobody
Game
wants
7
to
of Nets Sixers, it'll be 35 second half calls against the Sixers and 2 against the Nets. Is what he's saying.
I mean, from a story standpoint, it has to be LeBron versus Kyrie.
Yeah.
It has to be.
And KD, that's enough.
Nobody gives a fuck about KD. It's LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Just from the ex-teammate one to get away from the other. You know, story wise.
Yeah, but you also got KD
With the
breaking
KD,
away from
with the
Brooklyn.
KD influence.
With the KD influence, but
Mhm.
the main story
Right.
would be
and the renaissance, if you will, of James Harden.
oh god.
There you go.
Oh my God! And Blake.
I
Griffin.
can't. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
god.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be there because we hate them. They're gonna be there.
Now listen, before we go, I hated like 85 Celtics. I hated like 80, 88, 89 Pistons. I hated the Bulls. I didn't hate San Antonio.
I did.
I did. I hate them.
I,
They were so boring and pissed me off.
I,
They were
respected,
good.
I respected the hell out of San
But they
Antonio.
was good though.
But I hated that that Pistons team with Ben Wallace and Rip Hamilton and Chauncey Billups. I hated them motherfuckers. And then I hated Paul Pierce and KG.
See, I didn't hate them.
I
I
hated
didn't like
my-
them, but I didn't hate them.
I hated Miami with LeBron.
I did hate Miami.
But
There's
there's
a
no
lot of hate in your,
Well,
in
you have
your
to-
last NBA
because
championship.
NBA changes so much. I don't hate a franchise like I hate the Cowboys.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So there's always a team that I hate. But
Gotcha.
there's nobody more than the Brooklyn Nets
Gotcha.
that I hate is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
And I don't think none of those guys deserve another championship. The two that got it and the one that doesn't, he don't deserve one, and the other two don't deserve another one.
Well, Jeff Green needs one.
Well, get on another team, Jeff Green. You put in work. I respect your work you put in those years, but get
And
on
as,
another team.
and as you know, Georgetown guy.
Yeah, Georgetown. With nobody else from Georgetown is doing anything that we've seen except since AI. Who else?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nah.
Jeff Green's that dude.
Don't get me started.
We like you, Jeff Green.
Motherfucker.
Get on another team.
Yeah, and Roy Hibbert.
What? Who?
That motherfucker.
Is he still around?
I don't even know. I don't know where he is.
Motherfucker.
Anyway.
You know how I was with the Georgetown guy. That motherfucker.
So Cliff's pissed off about that.
If that son of a bitch could have just gave you 10 and 10, LeBron wouldn't. They would have beat the Heat. He couldn't give you shit.
Oh, so that's what it goes back
He
down.
couldn't give you shit.
Roy
You
Hibbert.
can't give me 10 and 10 against Joel Anthony. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you realize it now, and now it's hitting you. Like what? That's all they needed. They had them beat.
Yeah.
couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
You're right there, Cliff. And that makes me hate Miami even more.
In Brooklyn.
And Brooklyn. God, I hate Brooklyn. Except I like all the rappers that come out of Brooklyn.
Where Brooklyn at?
Well, so, fuck the Brooklyn Nets as a staff, record label,
Hey,
and as a motherfucking crew.
If you're down with him, fuck you too.
That's a good one to end on.
R.I.P. Tupac.
Yeah.
Greatest line ever.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah. So this is it for Brews and Views this week. We'll be back in a couple weeks. Episode 38. And who's this great? Oh, that's Jamal Murray. But yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. Peace.
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 Peace.